This video is sponsored by sweatpants and the giant freaking pimple on my forehead that I'm gonna pretend doesn't exist, even though I will be staring at it the entire time I'm editing this. Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erin, and for today's video we are going to be doing my very late October TBR. So last month, if you saw my wrap up for that, which I will try and have linked down below in case you're interested in seeing that, I didn't have a great reading month. Quality wise, amazing. Quantity wise, lackluster. I only read 4 books in the month of September, but to my credit, I guess, it was the beginning of my semester at college, and I've talked about this quite a bit, but I've really been trying to focus on schoolwork, and so reading kind of fell on the back burner, unfortunately, not because I wanted it to, just because I had to prioritize homework. And I'm still doing that this month, but I also really want to prioritize reading because I miss it so freaking much, even though I was still reading. So it is currently October 13th, the day that I'm filming this, and hopefully uploading it. I'm gonna try and get it up as soon as possible for you guys since it's already so late. I have like 6 or 7 books, I guess, on my TBR, which is kind of a lot considering how much I didn't read last month, but I still think it's feasible if I dedicate my weekends to it. In the month of September, I literally dedicated an entire long weekend to watching Game of Thrones, so... But I'm on season 4, episode 2. Have been for like 2 weeks, but loving it. Anyway, let's talk about my October TBR. The first book that I want to mention was an audiobook that I listened to this past weekend. You'll see me talk about it in a reading blog that will hopefully be like the next video after this one. I read One to Watch by Kate Stayman London, that entire reading blog. I did not know the author's name and I felt horrible about it, but I finally know it now. Yeah, Kate Stayman London. This is basically a story of a plus-size woman. Her full name is Beatrice. Whenever I say that, I literally feel like I'm reciting Judy B. Jones. She has been watching this show called The Main Squeeze for a really long time, and she gets really fed up because she's never really seen a bunch of representation, especially lacking in like the plus size area of things. I don't know what I'm trying to say. She's never seen a plus size woman featured on that show, whether it be like when it's The Bachelorette and there are 25 women, or it's The Bachelorette and there are 25 men and 1 woman. Either way, she's never seen a plus size woman featured, and she's really frustrated by that, and so she tweets and makes this huge blog about it, and it blows up, and she gets invited to be the next Main Squeeze, is what this show is called. And so she goes on the show just to kind of help have some diversity on there, and she also puts it like in her contract that she wants the men who are going to be on the show to also feature a bunch of different backgrounds and races and intelligence and whatever. She just wants more diversity as a whole, and also body types, because that is super important to her. And so she goes on this show not anticipating to find love, and it's just a cute contemporary, but I also think that it deals with some bigger issues really well. So if you want to read a contemporary where, like I said, it features some of those heavier issues, but you know, you're sensitive to a lot of trigger warnings, and or maybe like generally that's just not, you know, what you gravitate toward within the genre, whatever, I think this is a great one. It's still pretty like pretty lighthearted, at least. Not always, but I would say that like it's still pretty light and really fun at times, but again, like still deals with serious topics. So I really enjoyed this. This was a recommendation from my sister-in-law. We give each other recommendations whenever we can, which is just like so much fun. I also really enjoyed the audiobook for this, so I would recommend that if you're interested. It was cool because there were different blogs and text conversations of people who were watching the show, which was really fun, and like podcasts of people reflecting on what they saw on the show. And it also just kind of touches on like how reality TV is not reality at all, which again was super interesting. So I'll talk about it more in my wrap up, even though I just blabbed on about it a bunch. But yes, this is the first book that I want to read / did read in October. I was supposed to read it last month, but like I said, I barely read anything last month, and I wanted to give this book a fair shot. So Moving on, I do have quite a bit of fantasy on my TBR, which, shocking, I know, that's my favorite genre, so of course there is. But to break it up, I also put Party of Two by Jasmine Guillory on this list. This is the 5th installation in the Wedding Date series, which is a series that I really enjoyed. I skipped the 4th book because they're like companion novels, so you don't necessarily need to read all of them, and you don't necessarily need to read them all in order. I skipped the 4th book because it's about the parents of one of these characters, which, while I'm sure it's adorable, it would feel like I was reading about my mom falling in love. And while I want my mom to have all the love and happiness in the world, I don't really want to read the love story. It just felt a little weird, I'm gonna be honest. So I skipped that one, but I'm excited to pick up with the 5th book. I don't really know anything about this. I've had it for months and I'm really disappointed in myself that I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to give it a try. I typically read these books really quickly, so again, super excited for that. And it's a lighthearted romance that again deals with some heavier topics occasionally, and I really like them, so I'm excited to hopefully pick that up when I need a break from fantasy or schoolwork or whatever it is. Next, the audiobook that I'm currently listening to is The Diviners by Libba Bray. Everyone recommends the audiobook for this series heavily, and so before I canceled my Audible subscription, I downloaded the audiobook for this, and I'm super excited. I did start it today. I'm not very far in at all, but this is basically a book that takes place in 1920s New York City, Manhattan specifically, and there's like some supernatural elements which I'm really excited about, and there are these people called, crap, what are they called? Diviners. I'm pretty sure they're called Diviners, and I really hate myself. I don't want to talk about it. We're following a character named Evie O'Neill, and I've heard like a bunch of other really diverse characters. I'm really excited to see. Yeah, I really don't know a ton about this. I don't know how I've avoided spoilers since this is such a big series, especially this time of year. I know the 4th book came out in January, and I'm excited to see what I think. And everyone recommends this book at this time of year, so I'm just like really excited. I think it's going to be super atmospheric and spooky and fun, and the first like 5 chapters that I've read of it already have been, so I can't imagine that the rest of the book wouldn't be. Otherwise that would be a major letdown, and I don't think it would be as loved as it is on BookTube. Another one that is pretty random that I want to pick up, and I really don't know why, is Belle Revolt by Lindsay Miller. This, I keep staring at it. It's dual perspective. It's a female-female romance. It sounds amazing. Someone commented the other day and asked if I had read this, and I feel like it's a sign saying that I need to. I've just been staring at it for like a solid month. It gives me like Princess and the Pauper vibes, is basically what I get from the summary, but other than that, I don't know much. I'm assuming it takes place in France, which will be exciting, so yeah, I'm really excited. These 2 girls switch place. One is of noble birth and the other is not, and I think there's a revolution going on. Don't know much else. This is also the month that I've decided that I want to continue on with a bunch of series that I have been reading for a long time, or books I've been in the middle of for a long time. This happens a couple times every single year, and I'm never quite as successful as I would like to be, but hopefully I can have more success this year. So the first one is Clockwork Prince. This is one of the series that I really want to continue on with, by Cassandra Clare. This is the 2nd book in the Infernal Devices trilogy. I'm sure most of you guys know that. This is the Shadowhunter Chronicles world, Shadowhunter world, whatever. I'm currently 288 pages into this, and that's over halfway through. Really enjoying it. There's a love triangle between Tessa, Will, and Jem, which I'm absolutely loving. This takes place in 1800s London, which has been super fun. There's just so much on the line, and I don't know what's gonna happen, so I'm super excited to hopefully finish this book this month. I would love to be done with the Infernal Devices and the Mortal Instruments by the end of the year. That's kind of my goal, so that I can start The Dark Artifices, because I just have a feeling that one's gonna be my favorite. I don't know why, but it's calling to me. So yeah, I'm kind of flipping back and forth between physical and audio for this, which has been a weird experience, but I'm not mad at it, so I'll keep you posted. I don't love the audiobook for this, but sometimes when I'm not in the mood to read physically and I still want to continue on with this story, I'll read with that playing, and then I'll eventually just turn that off and turn on my playlist for this. I didn't make it, but it's literally a perfect playlist. I'll try and link that down below as well. It's so freaking good. It fits the series so well. So yeah, hopefully I can finish like the last 200 pages of this month, because if I can't, I'll be disappointed in myself. Then we have a book that I've been reading for like 2 years. This Savage Song by Victoria Schwab. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times that I'm literally not going to. I need to read it. That's all I have to say. And if you've never heard me talk about it and you don't know what that series is about, I have Goodreads links always linked in the description box below for every book that I mentioned, so feel free to check that out. I'm just like embarrassed. So the last book that has been heavily on my mind lately, and I feel like this book is calling to me a lot lately, and that is A Heart So Fierce and Broken by Bridget Kemmer. Can't tell you what it is, it's just a feeling that I'm getting, and I have been wanting to read this since it came out way earlier this year, and I'm again embarrassed that I haven't yet, but I got 40 pages in and I stopped reading for whatever reason, but I'm really excited to read this. This is a Beauty and the Beast retelling. It's like kind of urban fantasy. It's like parallel worlds, so part of it takes place in our world, a very small amount. Most of it takes place in Emberfall, I believe. Yeah, I'm excited. I follow Bridget Kemmer on Instagram, and all of the questions about this and book 3 and everything that she always posts on her story just gets me super excited, and I'm really excited because the title and cover for the 3rd book have been released for a while, and they just, again, super duper intriguing, so I'm really excited to read this one. I need to stop saying that. I am gonna go edit this video and get it up for you as quickly as possible because it's already so late. I apologize for that. School has just been so crazy, and I again apologize because I haven't been posting nearly as much as I want to, and it just makes me so sad. But I really do hope that you guys are doing well reading mentally and otherwise. Let me know in the comments below what you think I'll enjoy most, but also what you're reading, how it's going. If you want a recommendation for something, let me know. What videos you want to see, because I'm gonna try and post twice a week. That's my goal for the month of October. I think that's a good habit to get in. And I do have some videos that I just need to edit and get up for you guys coming very soon. So yeah. Also, I just want to mention this. I'm so freaking excited about it. My favorite booktuber of all time is making videos again. I'm gonna have her linked down below. Her name is Sophie from Sophie's Series. She doesn't know me. But oh my god, her videos are the best. If you like fall and atmospheric videos, go check her out. If you like someone who has the best personality in the freaking world, go check out her videos. Seriously, oh my god, I'm so excited. So please go support her. She was gone for quite a while, which I was so sad about, but the day has finally come when she's gonna start making videos again, and oh my god, I'm so excited. She also just relaunched her Instagram, her Bookstagram, which I will also have linked in the description below because I'm just so excited. And also her feed, so beautiful. Love it so much. It's amazing. So yes, that's something that I personally am so excited about. I would love it if you guys would tell me like who your favorite booktubers are so that I can hopefully find some new channels. That would be absolutely amazing. But yeah, so please go support her. She has the best personality in the world. She needs more attention. Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that's all I have to say. Hope you're doing well reading mentally and otherwise. Comment all of the things that I already told you to comment like 6 times, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.